I salute all man where you go watch this program today. And this program now my take with me, Mabi. Today program now it be titled conflict. What does conflict mean? Conflict means a palaver, or it means a quarrel. We mean say either man and a woman get quarrel, you and your friend when I get quarrel, neighbors they get quarrel, or country, two country they get quarrel. So na so conflict mean quarrel. So today we go talk about the quarrel where we get we Ambazonia, we are now another country, and La Republique de Cameroon. Waiting be the reason for we are quarrel. On other programs them, I don't talk a lot about the various reasons them where it cause we Ambazonians them forget quarrel with La Republique de Cameroon. So I will refer many times to this program, and I go ask kuna go watch the program, so that as I tie them together today for explain what to be the reason for our quarrel, I go make some of una own and never watch the other part of the reasons that we would get the quarrel for go watch them. We get good reason why we get quarrel. Ambazonia and La Republique de Cameroon. So we go start this program for watch a video where it will be made by Dr. Ayabacho when this quarrel between La Republique de Cameroon and Ambazonia be just started. We make this statement or this speech for Washington, D.C. So make we listen to the speech. Go explain a little bit about the reason for our quarrel.
Block by block, rooftop by rooftop, my fellow Ambazonians, sons and daughters of the Ambazonian Revolution, it is not time to celebrate. This is war. It is not time to celebrate. They robbed you of your homeland. They took away your hope. They robbed you of the right to dream of a future in the country of your birth. They murdered your citizens. They transform your brain to think like a Cameroonian, to worship their flag, to sing their anthem, to pray, hope, and dream like a Cameroonian. They took away the land of your birth. They demonized you. They robbed you of hope, of a dream of a future that is better than the one you inherited. They killed your parents, turned your fathers into boys, raped your mom, made your sisters to be ashamed, robbed them in more. They sent you into exile. You lost your neighborhood. They dispersed your friends. You became delinquent in a land that you did not understand. They took away something so essential to your own existence, that you live here with your body, but your spirit hovers without knowing where to land. They took away from us something so important that life became something we have rejected in this land. They took away from you a country that gave you hope, built the first democratic system where there was an electoral government change. They took away from you your economic system, They blockade your social system. They crumbled your economy so you could go into their own system to work for them. They made you drive through their own system so you could pay toll gate into their own system. They rob you of your right to think, to hope, to have a future in the country of your birth. 243 years ago, the Americans told the British that their time of independence was now. They fought for 8 years, 4 months, and 15 days. They lost the Battle of Boston, but they won the war for the freedom of the United States.
Yes, sir.
The South Africans face a nuclear power. They face a nuclear power country. Mandela said he is going to die for his people. He struggled in jail for 27 years because he didn't want to bequeath to the next generation something worse than he had inherited. He fought like a valiant soldier. The Eritreans humbled the Ethiopians, a more powerful Ethiopia supported by Libya and Russia. They fought in trenches, in gutter holes, on rooftop to be able to bequeath to the next generation something better. Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooftop by rooftop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is not going to be given to you on a platter of gold. I can assure you here from Washington, the land of our birth, the towns of Ambazonia will be liberated by the valiant soldiers who on a daily basis lay their lives, give their blood, deprive themselves of something more precious to make sure they can stand for our girls, for our children, for our mothers, for our fathers, to bequeath to the next generation a better country that they inherited. If this is the last thing you must give for your country, stand here in Washington and think of the freedom you enjoy. Think of the millions of Ambazonians who have not gone to school, those in jail. Think of Seseko, think of Deacon Tasang, think of Palfo, think of Mancho BBC, think of Mami Abi. Are you ready to lay your life for Ambazonia? I can assure you, Ambazonians, we will build the most beautiful place on earth, a place that you would take pride in calling yourself a citizen, that will give to you a social system, an economic system, a political system you can be proud of. That is why we fight. We are ready to die for it, go to jail for it, so all of us as a people will be free someday. God bless you all. God bless Ambazonia.
Your freedom is in your hands. Think of your brothers who are dying on the ground. Think of your sisters who are dying on the ground. Think of your family. Think of the destruction that La République du Cameroon is doing on the ground. Think of your brothers and sisters who are in jail, in prison, in La République du Cameroon prison, who are languishing, who are suffering. Think of all of these things. Before diving into what is the cause of conflict, I have this little story to tell. Not really a story, but let's just listen to it. So, I was working the other day with a co-worker who is from Africa, one of the countries in Africa. So the person asked me, say, who say you come out? I say Ambazonia. The person talk for me, say, you mean for the English part of Cameroon? I said, that's Ambazonia. He said, I don't know why Africa they like for fight. We always get war, then we sabi fight. We have one country. Then the second way Adam again is say, first and foremost, all we are problem for, especially West Africa, na France. So we supposed to blame na France for the problem where they happen for our country, instead for we for the fight each other, we get to blame na France. So now my answer this what I give the person. And I use 2 scenarios for explain my answer. 1, a girlfriend and a boyfriend. You get your girlfriend, and when they fine. And then your boyfriend start cheat with another woman. You catch them together. Who you go fight? I go fight na the boyfriend. I don't get problem with the girlfriend. Second scenario. Man marry woman. They fine. The woman want come house one day, he meet up a man where he cheat with another woman. Who you go fight him? Your man or the other woman? I go fight with my husband. I no get problem with the other woman. The reason for these 2 scenarios I give her. Your boyfriend or even your husband, let me take the one for husband. You don't give your trust to your husband. You give your integrity to your husband. You don't give it love. You don't give it everything, almost everything you believe in this world to your husband. So means when I get a bond and a contract with your husband. So when your husband cheat with another woman, your problem now with the person where you get a contract and a bond. No be that person where you not get contract with you. The reason I say that woman not care about you, that woman not care whether it hurt your feelings. But your husband supposed to care whether it hurt your feeling or not. So you get to be angry with the person who don't give you your trust, and it throw them easily. So back to Cameroon or Ambazonia, whether we are vexed now with France. No. President Macron no know me. But my brothers them, the elites them, they know me. They know the poverty I go through. They know the suffering I go through. They know the bad roads I walk for day. La République du Cameroon, with some of them, sometimes one talks to be brothers and sisters. If at all we were, they know me. They know we Ambazonians. They know what we go through. They know the suffering we go through. They know the marginalization. So, I will fight na man where he know me and he still maltreat me, or go fight President Macron where he don't know me. If your own brother no care for your suffering, no ask international community for care for your suffering. Now your brother and your sister get to feel the pain where you do go through. So now my answer that will be given. So my fight now with the elites them, where they don't feel safe, they be comfortable, and they no care what they happen for me. La République du Cameroon, where they come from a country and then they treat me like almost like a slave. Now for them I fight there. I know they go fight my way they far away. So what will be the cause of conflict? For make the a sense about the cause of conflict, we will look at root causes for conflict. And surprisingly, some of these root causes, they apply to some countries them, like they get only one reason why they fight, or maybe two reasons. The four reasons where they make people that they fight with each other, we get all that reasons. And the reasons them now needs will include the basic needs. Your basic need: food, water, shelter, safety. Those basic needs. The second other reason na status. Status wey I be talk about them when I be talk about marginalization. How the majority they maltreat the minority, or how the rich they maltreat the poor. The next other reason na values. Under values, I be don't talk about assimilation versus acculturation. Values, how people they value their culture, and if you try for assimilate them, what will go happen? And the last one na identity. Identity don't be the reason where we decide them as the reason we leave La République du Cameroon, but the other reasons have been a reason. The other reasons that why I just enumerated, they don't drive we right to this final point of identity as a reason why we leave La République du Cameroon. Under identity, you talk of colonization. They want to take away your identity. So I will start with it. Before I want to start again, I will also talk about how this question don't be asked for many of us, either by friends, either by other Ambazonians, either by Africans, other African people. Why will not they fight La République du Cameroon? Strangely, this question fit take even us Ambazonia a whole 24 hours for talk about them, and everybody decide a reason. But most of the time, most people they decide the reason of identity as a reason why we leave La République du Cameroon. Yes, that is one reason. But make we not forget, say, even if we be Ambazonia and La République du Cameroon, we will join for form one country, and we will get a good relationship, where we will get the basic needs be provided to us. We get safety be provided to us. We maintain our status. Why we will even try for run? Why we will even try for breakup? So identity is a reason, but the most other reason why La République du Cameroon they lose we now because of needs, status, values as well. So more talk now about the needs. When you talk about needs, what do you mean? This theory about needs be come up by some researcher, some Jewish researcher or psychologist that they call it Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow be look at human beings. He look at we as we live our daily life. And he look at man, he try for understand what they make you feel fulfilled as a human being. What did they make you feel fulfilled in your whole life? I remember we don't also make a program, are you existing or living? So now that kind of motivation will make Abraham Maslow decide whether he want find out whether how you figure your life fulfilled. So we go watch The School of Life, Why Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs Matters.
One of the most legendary ideas in the history of psychology is located in an unassuming triangle divided into 5 sections referred to universally simply as Maslow's Pyramid of Needs. This profoundly influential pyramid first saw the world in an academic journal in the United States in 1943, where it was crudely drawn in black and white and surrounded by dense and jargon-rich text. It has since become a mainstay of psychological analyses, business presentations, and TED Talks, and grown ever more colourful and emphatic in the process. The pyramid was the work of a 35-year-old Jewish psychologist of Russian origins called Abraham Maslow, who'd been looking since the start of his professional career for nothing less than the meaning of life. No longer part of the close-knit orthodox family of his youth, Maslow wanted to find out what could make life purposeful for people, himself included, in modern-day America, a country where the pursuit of money and fame seemed to have eclipsed any more interior or authentic aspirations. He saw psychology as the discipline that would enable him to answer the yearnings and questions that people had once taken to religion. He suddenly saw that human beings could be said to have essentially 5 different kinds of need. On the one hand, the psychological, or what one could term, without any mysticism being meant by the word, the spiritual, and on the other, the material. For Maslow, we all start with a set of utterly non-negotiable and basic physiological needs for food, water, warmth, and rest. In addition, we have urgent safety needs for bodily security and protection from attack. But then we start to enter the spiritual domain. We need belongingness and love. We need friends and lovers. We need esteem and respect. And lastly, and most grandly, we are driven by what Maslow called, in a now legendary term, an urge for self-actualization. A vast, touchingly nebulous, and yet hugely apt concept involving what Maslow described as living according to one's full potential and becoming who we really are.
So, if we look at a pyramid, how it as psychologists describe them, basic needs, they for right for bottom for that pyramid. Basic need, food, water, shelter, safety, they right for bottom. When you go for top of the pyramid, self-actualization, they right for top. Self-actualization, now when the person don't completely reach that level where he feels say he don't do things them where he want do. You don't do things the way you want to do, and now what you to think about now whether for help people, whether for produce something where if you help people, whether for donate money, whether for be some philanthropist, you do donate money for orphanage and so on. If you notice for that pyramid, we still there for the bottom of the pyramid. We never even feel be able forget food when we need them. We never feel even be able forget water when we need them. We never be able forget electricity when we need them. We never be able forget security, safety when we need them. Most African countries come to Ambazonia. We do not even have basic needs. Well, if you come for white man country, you go see say the day for self-actualization. People, they don't reach, most people, they don't reach that level where they just go work, go vacation. How many of we Africans or Ambazonians feel be proud of going on vacation? They go on vacation, you ask them for donation, they get donation, they do philanthropic work, they do those things. We hardly do those things. Is it any wonder, say, would they ask so many people they contribute for their own revolution, where they find people they find difficulty for contribute for their own revolution? They find difficulty for contribute for their liberation. We never reach self-actualization. You do selfless things. People they don't reach this part, do things selfless. They need to wait to make you pay them before they do them. They need to wait to make you they get something from the other person before they do them. Our HIV medication for Cameroon, it be provided by philanthropists. Now the thing that we do, when you don't reach self-actualization, you do, we still there for basic needs, right for bottom. And in between these needs, as you hear how that person talk, Maslow talk about the fact, say, you need, we talk about safety, you need protection, stable government, we get law, where they protect you, where there is order, you need love, you need belongings. We get love for we are family life there. We get love for each other. But that love they easily be broken most of the time by poverty. So our love will be shaky. Poverty. Sometimes you be saddled. You get too much on your shoulder from the same family where you love them. So our love, but too much burden be carried by our love. Self-esteem. Self-esteem, after we don't run for your country, come for another money country, it's almost like losing some of your self-esteem. We struggle for burial. Being black in another man's country, half of the time, we lose our self-esteem. Immigrants, sleeping on the floor, begging. Aesthetic needs, that one is sexual beauty, balance, and so on. So the most important need, we like a talk, needs, and then right at the top, self-actualization. We not even get self-actualization, rarely, except for some of the elites. They don't get self-actualization, because truthfully, if they get self-actualization, they're not for the work until the day 90. They're not for the work until the day 80. Self-actualization, you don't achieve what you want. You go stay home, visit your grandchildren, enjoy life with your grandchildren, pass over the money where you don't store them to your family. You hear what they call them for white man country, old money. It keeps growing. We not get self-actualization. Like this papa, the way they rule we, so they not the fee work accept. They still did the hang for government. Therefore they give up. Go stay for house. Needs. So conflict will happen when these basic needs they not be provided. Conflict don't happen all over the world because of lack of basic needs. And I will go down the list, show you how the current Cameroon not be able to provide that basic needs for we Ambazonians and even for La République du Cameroon. When these needs they not be met, it will always result in conflict. So we go start with our first need, and that is lack of water. So we go watch a video here, video credit, CMTV bus. water crisis in Cameroon.
This is my city, Buea, situated on the slopes of the Cameroon Mountain, the highest peak in the whole of West and Central Africa. In spite of the numerous springs and streams that flow down the slopes of this mountain, we, its inhabitants, go thirsty.
Water, water everywhere, but no drop to drink. Have been sitting beside a fountain, but got no drop to cool my thirst. No. Water, water everywhere, but no drop to drink. For the streams and the springs from the mountain are getting dry every day.
The reservoirs for pipe-borne water that were constructed half a century ago can no longer meet up with our needs. The population is already overstretching the carrying capacity of these reservoirs. Dependence on pipe-borne water for household chores and for drinking remains a nightmare. Irresponsible human actions are making matters worse. Garbage is dumped into streams which would have otherwise served as excellent alternatives to pipe-borne water. Residential areas and toilets are constructed on water catchments, and in worst cases, residents close to streams rarely own toilets. Hence, streams are used as latrines. Driven by unemployment, youths have transformed these streams into car washing points, rendering the streams unsuitable for domestic consumption.
Public taps are crowded, and the streams are all polluted. The springs go glittering, endangering my health. The children of the poor are drinking out of the springs. Oh, we poorest of the poor, surviving by his grace. Oh, Lord.
The female folk, on their part, who most often than not make maximum use of water at the household level, have no choice. Some are involved in businesses that would otherwise not thrive without the availability of clean water, such as restaurant owners. The consequences of the consumption of these polluted streams and springs are obvious. There is an upsurge of waterborne diseases such as cholera and typhoid fever. Farmers who use these polluted streams for irrigation expose the public to a host of untold health hazards. Children, especially the girl children, most often go late to school as they have to cover long distances every morning to fetch water. Other young girls are exposed to varying acts of violence such as rape as they scramble to fetch water at crowded public taps, at times late into the night.
There's no way we can live without protecting the earth. But there are ways men can live without destroying the earth. Let's reflect and save the earth now.
The time has come for all to think twice and be wise. While the local government is still making frantic efforts to solve the pipe-borne water crisis here, there is an urgent need for all and sundry to put hands on deck and save these endangered water alternatives, else we all shall perish.
We are sitting on a time bomb every day. Ooh. We are sitting on a time bomb, time bomb. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We are sitting on a time bomb every day. Ooh. Ooh.
Water na life. Clean water means good health. We hear as the person talking. Country not get clean water, people that will suffer from diseases. Water na life. Human being, they not feel live without water. Animals, they not feel live without water. Una not feel get good chop for una land if una not get water. So, in effect, you must get water. Water na a necessity where every government must provide them for a people. Na a basic necessity. We will watch the second video credit, Regina Lecky, Cameroonians in dire need of potable water.
Mutengene in the southwest region has a long history of water shortage. Most taps run dry for most parts of the year. Even when they flow, they do so mostly at night and just for a few hours.
Okay.
Containers to fetch water always queue up at taps, and children as young as 3 have to also go out in search of the precious liquid. Water crisis has been blamed on lack of foresight.
The water catchment, by the time they installed it, they had a certain population they were targeting to. So now the population has increased double. There are sometimes we go about 2 weeks without water. Yes. Okay, mostly like in the dry season. The water reduces so much in such a way that at times some of us we are some a little bit higher than the others. We cannot have water for about 2 weeks. We are affected because if there's no water, how would you live? Our houses we need water. Our toilets we have better flushing toilets. We cannot use them. Our showers we cannot use them because there is no water does not come continuously.
Water in Mutengene is managed by a local body called the Mutengene Water Committee. Having a tap like this installed at homes is a luxury costing sometimes up to 500,000 francs CFA. For those who cannot afford, a stream, popularly known as Ndongo, is their only hope.
Mutengene taps are really scarce, so if we don't fetch water from the stream, we won't be able to do all of the chores we have at home because most of the chores we do needs water.
Even those who have taps can hear because the taps hardly flow.
I have to walk for a long distance before getting water because taps don't flow frequently. So
this young boy tells me people defecate at the upper part of the stream, making the quality of the popular Ndongo water even questionable, but they have no choice. In Boya, chief town of the southwest region, the situation is not different. Despite the presence of the huge watershed, the Mount Cameroon, most taps are dry almost all year round. Water catchments like this has become the only source of hope for people here. But today, some of the water catchments are threatened. People build on water catchments we see here, thus destroying the catchment. Heavy-duty trucks break water pipes, thus disconnecting people from water. Even the streams where people depend on for water are highly polluted. In Munya, a small village in Boya, water crisis has been linked to population growth.
The shortage of water is being caused by
the reservoir we have is small. They were built in the 50s when the population was small. Now the population has grown and the capacity is not enough.
Because the reservoir was correct for the population in the 50s, but now the population don't add.
In Kumbo, Bui division of the Northwest region, water shortage is acute. The mayor had some months back promised things would change.
As of now, the responsibility is that of the central government to supply water for Kumbo. You know, of recent, there's even a presidential decree concerning the issue of supply of water in cities. There's a recent decree on that. So the responsibility.
So as we hear, we get plenty water from Ambazonia. We get streams them. When I say we get plenty water, means we get streams them. So we're not supposed to lack water them for our houses. If the government be that concerned. As you hear to disorganize government, go country no get law. Any man they build a house for any place we want. No town planning. So even if water, they direct some water through some place, someone broke up, it start build a house for the no man that they even concern themselves. Life just goes on. As we see, the same again, safety, not even the security, not the law, not the. When I talk about need na it be non-negotiable. Nothing we human being need for survive. They call that one a need. You need for survive. If you not get that, you will die. I know they talk about want. So need for water means that you need just water from tap for drink. When you buy Superman, as they call them back for home, back for Cameroon, Superman, that one I want, not be need. Means you choose now which kind of water you want drink. So like I talk, you need water for food, for grow, so that make people they chop. Now for Ambazonia, almost everything be imported from China. Chicken, fish, everything be imported. No more farming. First, lack of water for even make a farm behind your house. If you want to make a farm behind your house, you don't get water for water. So when I talk about need for food, I mean even any simple thing we feature for satisfy hunger. I know they talk about man make choice, say I want fufu and eru today. I want plantain and dole tomorrow. That one I want. Need for food, now anything we feature for satisfy hunger. That's what I mean. Clean water, like you talk again, they prevent diseases. So if you not get adequate water supply, people they go to carry water now for stream. And for this stream, sometimes we go past 2 days for up the water, wash for middle the water, some day for down they carry water. So it means say that man way pass that shit for up water, if you get cholera, you don't infect so many people. We don't wonder why every typhoid be common. That man will shit for up water, it don't infect water. Almost everybody will get typhoid. And even the tap water then with the day, they not be clean. So na source of even diseases for the people. We hear a lot about calm water recently. About calm water. And you go for most of the town then for Ambazonia, public tap they either be dry or public tap people they stand from long line because they tap the flow either very slowly or not the only tap that for hundreds and hundreds upon people. So they can form line almost a whole day just for carry one bucket water for good drink. Now they lack this way. Cameroon no be fee provide them for the people of Ambazonia. La République du Cameroon no be fee provide we with water, and they still no fee provide them. We go to the next lack. Lack of routes. Video credit, Abraham Tako, Cameroon worst routes.
There you go. There you go. There you go. You can make it. That's a Toyota Hilux. 4-wheel drive. go. Okay, no people say, I don't tight now. You see how it.
He is stuck. This guy carrying sand is going nowhere either. That is called rubber that's been burnt.
So happy with the weather. Go, go, go! Yeah. 2 days without rain. Please. Hey, nice. Oh, it's Christmas.
We watch this road, not be even thing for laugh. Na shame. Na really shame. See, for this day and age, we still dey live so. Na road in that for Ambazonia. And if you be see the video, they be mention the, I don't know whether na governors or senators or whoever them where they come out from those areas. Indian, with all the oil where they collect them for they sell them. Now the kind road that way they get them. They say road na the blood vessel of the economy. A good statement that road na the blood vessel of the economy. When you say road na the blood vessel, they like, for our skin, we get this water, blood the waka through that small vein them for our skin. Now it feed we, give it chop, then we be as we be human. So road na the blood vessel for the economy, because when road dey for any country, the economy go grow. When I see for that picture, motor they go carry plenty, chop them for villages them. Can't remain for inside poto for road. The motor go don't probably price the people them a lot of money just to carry that cargo them, because the road over bad. So you don't already drain that people them with the money where you don't take them for them. Then you carry that cargo, you go reach your market, you put a high price for the cargo. Sometimes people do not feel afford to for buy them. The thing rotten. You see the cycle. Poverty. So people that work farm, they not feel be able to take those chop them for go for market. Even if company them, they come for that country, they want make their company for that country for do anything, road no dey. The surprising one na football, where they say they want can play football. The latest one I hear na say they no go play for that field for Douala because road over bad. For go for they build a beautiful stadium, but road not dey for go for day. What a shame. Road, if you get road for any country, economy go grow. I hope we are leaders and for that country, they feel understand. And I hope say all of we talk about our Ambazonia. When we go for that new country, we understand this principle again. Road na the blood vessel for the economy. If you understand that, you go make beautiful roads. And the road go serve the country very well because it go bring in more income. It bring in more money you get them, you run your economy. The principle not be that difficult. Very easy to understand. Road, you need them for take your sick people then for go for hospital. You need road for link again people, your farmers them and the markets. You need road for your students them for go school. You need roads for your workers and for go for work. Simple principle. We will go for the next need. The need of health. Not a basic needs too. Health, food, safety, security, health. The need of health. So under this one, we will talk about the garbage where they inside our country, Ambazonia, or the garbage where they inside the current Cameroon, where we did talk about. So we will go into video credit, African news, garbage piles up in Douala, Cameroon. We'll watch 2 videos. Cameroon, 2 main cities face being submerged. Now the second video that. So make you watch these videos.
In Cameroon's capital city, Yaoundé, many have no choice but to leave their rubbish on the street. The rubbish container has been full for several days. It's a similar scenario in many other streets. In Douala, the commercial capital, the situation is even worse. It really prevents us from working. See how it blocks traffic? We can't move around because of the rubbish. We don't know what the government is waiting for because it's everywhere, not only here in Douala. How can we be organizing the CAN when Douala is so dirty? In this neighborhood, for example, it's difficult to circulate on the road. It's the same situation at the central market, the same with the market at the New Bell station, and there it's even very serious. I implore the authorities to do something, because not only is there pollution, there are smells, and there are also insects that bring disease. We are afraid of malaria, and there are houses in the area. The causes behind this situation can be seen here at the headquarters of the company in charge of household waste collection. The employees have been on strike for almost 2 weeks. They're demanding 3 months of salary arrears. We have been claiming 3 months of unpaid wages for more than 10 years. We work 2 months and they only pay 1. But this time he has gone too far. We have gone 3 months without pay. Our children are not at school, we are frustrated, we have colleagues who are in prison. Negotiations have reached a dead end. Strikers remain entrenched in their positions. Up until now, a solution has never been found, even if the company keeps promising that things will return to normal. This is what Douala looks like now, and the same is true of the political capital, Yaoundé. The rubbish collectors of the company in charge of household waste collection have been on strike for days. The employees claim unpaid salaries. The situation is confusing and complicated to the point where it is difficult to circulate in some areas of Douala, like this one. The strikers are clear that they will not resume work until their demands are met.
We are at a popular food market, Marché Grahanga in Bonoberi, Douala 4 municipality. The stench oozing from this heap of waste is unbearable. What is supposed to be a market has been transformed into a dump site. The vendors here tell us they fear for their health.
I may even still have some disease or by smoking the scents of the dirty, of the environment exactly. In fact,
vendors have frowned at the Douala City Council and the hygiene and sanitation company Hisakam, who have apparently abandoned their job of cleaning the market after collecting taxes from them. Marché Grahanga is just a microcosm of the problem of waste management in the city of Douala in particular and Cameroon in general. The city produces 2,000 tons of domestic waste daily, but according to a contract between the Douala City Council and the hygiene company Isakam, they are in charge of collecting just 1,500 tons. This leaves 500 tons scattered everywhere every day. The consequences are enormous for the environment.
It's the pollution of the air, soil and water. That means every time you can't dispose properly the waste, all this will pollute the air, the soil and the water and then destroy the ecosystem where we're living.
We also caught up with a medical personnel who told us health risks of having waste exposed.
Lungs. It's very bad for the lungs to be close to waste, because you can have some smoke, some smells that is very bad for asthmatic people. And you know, that insect that give malaria, they need those type of dirty environment to be developed. When the water is stagnant in one place, this we call it anophele in French. I don't know the name in English. Yeah, the female anophele. They like those type of environment where the waste and water inside some place they can give malaria and typhoid. A lot of people don't know that it's an infection.
Experts have called for the autonomy of councils in managing their waste, and they say in waste lies riches which can be exploited through recycling.
Poor sanitation na cause for disease. It clogged when you throw dirty carelessly. It clogged your drainage system. It cause pollution of the air, as you hear where they be describing for the places smell. You know, the only smell it affect the people them because when they inhale bad things and where they could cause you forget infection. It cause pollution of water because that dirty as it accumulates. So when rain come, it fall, it carry all that dirty, it put them for the same water we wanna go drink them. It destroy road. If you look at that dirty, they will be right for inside road. The spoil road will not first get better road. It spoil them because it also clog the drainage system. So water they overflow. It cause flooding. We don't see how many times we Douala don't flood. From all the dirty and the trash, we don't clog the whole drainage system, the poor reconstruction, the poor town planning. Water no fit move, they cause flooding. Throwing all that garbage around. Now because no system, no the way the country or even that town planning don't arrange for people them for throw away dirty And it's also talk say, white man no pass we. We get the same brain. We dey think the same. We dey go the same school. Put garbage can for marketplace them. For place where people that they frequent. Put garbage can. Make people they throw away their dirty for day. And if people do not learn for do the right thing, make a law. Nobody law where you do bribe. And then they forgive you for doing a bad thing. Make a real law where people they be punished. For this country, USA, if you throw your garbage carelessly and you're caught, when I say they catch you, nobody say police dey for place they watch you. Now say another man will see you throw that garbage, go just take your number for moto. As you drive the go, you throw that garbage, another man take snap picture for that your number for moto, report you. You will pay a fine. Because garbage can then they every corner them for US with every certain distance you get garbage can where you throw your dirty for them. And then nobody only say they put the garbage can, you get to get company. We decry unemployment. We employment they plenty, but we don't know for harness the employment. For pick garbage, na employment. Privatize that area. Sanitation company them. We did compete with each other. Not be one sanitation company open the doors for many who want open a sanitation company we follow the laws. May they open them so that they compete with each other. If one sanitation company tell me say 20,000, another one tell me say 10,000, I'll go with the one who tell me say 10,000 if they do a good job. Competition. Pay the workers them. You hear the complaint for we watch the video. They say they never pay them. The workers they say they never pay them. I think that they not can pick garbage. You not do the right thing. That garbage stay around, cause more infection, more people that get sick, down goes the economy. Now a cycle. Not common sense. So we get a picture for day. We talk about public safety is essential for a community's quality of life, and it's one of the first things people look at in judging a city. If you imagine a foreigner the first time he land inside Douala, he go down the streets, down the market to Bepanda, what his judgment go be about we dirty people. I don't know which other word I they hesitate for call the word other word where the person go use them for we. Animals? How human live inside that kind of filth? Human being that live inside that kind of filth. The judgment go be very poor about we. And he go take that same judgment again, even anytime we see people like we, black people like we, go always look at we like animals or they live inside dirty. Next need. The next need, unemployment, where it cause poverty. I talk of basic need when I talk of food, shelter, water, electricity. Say any unemployment, how does that fit in? If you not get a job, you cannot have food because you cannot be able to buy it. You not get money for buying. If you not get a job, you remember how they talk about for put your own water. It costs an arm and a leg. It costs a lot of money. If you not get a job, how you go money put your own water? If you no get job, how you go manage get electricity? If you no get job, when you sick, how you go do pay for go for hospital? So unemployment, one of our biggest problem for that country. Pikin they come off go school. All mommy, papa them, they suffer every day, work money, only say my own pikin must go school. The reason more mommy and papa they work money so now because they hope say they will come out of that poverty through that child. And then pikin go for school, go to reach university, come back and stay for the same house with mommy and papa them. Mommy don't want 5 pikin and they all for the same house because of unemployment for that country. We're not supposed to get unemployment or like a top jobs and they plenty. That roadway they rotting so na employment. That garbage the way they flop place so na employment. So I never still understand why a country be able to provide these little amenities for people them, for build the economy, make employment. And then you get some few people that they decide for just misuse the money. Employment be necessary in any country. Now the reason that they rate the employment for US in relation to the success of that president. During the time where that president be there, how the employment be there? Was there unemployment? Actually, you get Democrats and Republicans for US here, we now 2 political parties the way that they always compete with each other. Unemployment be right up there with the campaign. Unfortunately for we, person the campaign will not be ask you say why would they for house will not get job? Or we are picking they don't go for university, can't end up for the drive Okada. Okada they all corner, they kill them, so they die, all man they go by Okada. Pam 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 Okada for the whole road, crowding for the whole road. Unemployment. Now one of the biggest reasons why most of we don't run away from that country. We out of the country. Because we'll not be able to provide our basic needs if we not get job. You need a job to provide your basic needs. Without employment, loss of dignity as well. Now, one of the ways that La Republique makes sure say we Ambazonians will not get with dignity. For make sure say that the best employment then for that country they be given to La Republique du Cameroon. The deal them whether they come for here part of the country now La Republique du Cameroon. Ministers and most of them na La Republique du Cameroon. Directors na La Republique du Cameroon. So directors will hire only their own people them. You want to go for a hospitals and now only La Republique du Cameroon they did it for Ambazonians. Go for Bamenda Hospital na so them. You want to go for where schools na La Republique du Cameroon they teach we are picking them. Even teach them in pidgin for an English school. So if you don't take all the employment from the minority population, you don't erode their dignity. The people they not get dignity again. In effect, they try for put with their house girls and their house servants. Where they already happen for Limbe. Since many of these La Republique people they don't go pile for they work for Sunara. You go for most of their houses and now we Ambazonians and be their house girls and maids. Now an intentional thing. Erode your dignity. Once you do on your knees, you know if you ever stand for fight. You will always beg for crumbs. We'll go to the other needs them when we talk about part 2. We will talk about the next needs, and we will start with the need of safety. So we'll end this part 1 of this video for here. I will see you for part 2 of this program.
Stay tuned on ACN TV. We will be right back.